Alright guys, this is another part that can be slightly glitchy in just an annoying way, really. What we're gonna do first, we're gonna trigger this trap, trigger this enemy.
Be a trap.
Yeah, of course it's gotta be a trap. There we go. You just kind of need to shoot him in the body. Sometimes Sebastian's aim is just stupid. Now, we're gonna run to the left to trigger another enemy as well. That's a rat. But we gotta make sure not to do it until this enemy actually falls. Alright, so he fell down in there. So now we're gonna trigger this enemy. As you can see, he's crawling through that hole there. And hopefully the guy on the left will get up by the time... There we go. So at this point, we're gonna Zelda jump over here. And what we're gonna be waiting for is for that first enemy to fall back down. They kind of fell down at the same time, but because it takes a second, you don't want to wait until they're like halfway through. You want to make sure that first enemy falls, let it smash. Now this can be glitchy because a lot of times, ooh, it gave me a lot of shotgun ammo. That's really good. Sometimes they'll instead of dying, they'll like appear on top of it, and then instead of dying on top, they'll glitch down right in front of you, and it's really stupid. So just never assume you're in the safe until all the enemies are dead. We're going to take this out because we want the parts more than we wanted to kill the next set of enemies, and I'll show you what I mean by that. We're also going to grab this gel so we don't forget. Just grab it now. Go, and... Nothing there. I believe there's one over here, yes. And then got ourselves some shotgun ammo. That's awesome. I got very lucky there. Hopefully I won't need it. So what's gonna happen is as soon as I trigger this, some enemies are gonna pop out and we're gonna lure them to the trap essentially. And I'll show you how that's done. So as soon as we trigger it, we're gonna exit out. We're gonna stay on the right-hand side here. Now when they start getting close, remember they can lunge. We're gonna Zelda jump across this. The problem here is that some of the enemies won't come down here. You see that one on the far left there? I don't think he's gonna want to come down to us. Oh, he is. All right. So normally we would Zelda lunge around there. Instead, because they're so spread out, I'm gonna run over here, and as soon as I do, I'm gonna trigger the trap. Now, see, they're still on the other side. I don't believe they can crawl through there. There we go. So he didn't even fall down. Hopefully we can get him with this. All the other enemies are trapped on the other side. I'm kind of getting lucky here. See how they're all just hanging out over there? I'm gonna have to lure them out. And you want it, like I said, it can get glitchy. This is a pattern I've never actually seen before. Normally those two other enemies will come over here. We'll lure those other three. We'll trigger the trap. We'll run them around and then go across, trigger the trap again, type of thing. Looks like the other enemies I'm gonna have to lure away from where they are. There they are. Alright, remember they can lunge, so be careful with that. And make sure you're not accidentally picking up gel in the middle of this. As soon as the first enemy falls... Ooh, barely got that one. I'm still keeping a lookout just in case there's one one I missed. Maybe I didn't count right. But it does look like they're all dead here. Outstanding. Let's make sure. Okay. That looks like we got some gel out of it, including the shotgun ammo. That's actually this is one of the more successful runs of this part I've had, with it giving us the shotgun ammo. And the gel for that matter. So now what you're going to want to do, we're gonna take out some traps here, and we're gonna use our pistol to take out another enemy. There will be traps, so on the way down there will be traps. On the way up there will be an enemy, and we even have a shotgun round to spare, or I do at least. You may or may not, but an enemy will show up. And he's automatically triggered. I died on this part last time simply and completely. I wasn't looking at my stamina, and I ran out of stamina in the explosive zone of a thing, and that's no good. So we're gonna want to take out these traps because they won't be very. This enemy won't trigger them, and even if he does, I don't exactly know what these trigger. I've never triggered them before. Looks like there's some spikes that can come out of there. That first trap might potentially be gas, which would be horrible for us if it were triggered at all. But as you can see, there are two explosives here and here. We're gonna try and use those to take out the enemy. If you're having trouble with that, I just want to make sure to save my sniper ammo. But if you're having trouble with getting those, you can use a sniper ammo on this guy. It's a one shot kill on him. You just got to make sure you're doing your aiming right. I'm gonna take this out. Check out this trap. So it's just those three traps, and there's the two explosives. And basically, what we're gonna do is when we have the enemy, we're gonna run back down here, and we're gonna try and shoot that when he's close to it. Now, obviously, it's kind of far, and the aiming sometimes goes where it wants, so it requires a little bit of luck. If you're having trouble, just keep running around. There's all sorts of gel here, and a key as well. So don't forget that key. The lighting really blends it in really well on this mode. Actually, they glow more in the other mode. When running away from this two-headed haunted, watch your stamina. That's what screwed me up last time. I ran out of stamina, and so I was trying to breathe in an explosive zone on these. This enemy does see you automatically, so don't necessarily try sniping him without him seeing you necessarily. There we go. Now that I hear him, I'm gonna run, but I'm gonna watch my stamina this time. There we go. And he should be following us down. And I'm out of the explosive zone for the one that's next to me. There we go. Use that. Hey, come back here. Like I said, we won't be needing pistol ammo for a while. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Until chapter 9. I'm thinking. And then, of course, we're gonna explode that one when he gets in range. Hey, he keeps losing interest. If you want to snipe him at this point, it looks like he's even dead. That explosive took out quite a bit of his life. We're gonna save our cryo bolts. We're not gonna get parts for this. We're saving our cryo bolts for the keeper, as opposed to using our electric bolts, because they're electric bolts cost 4. Trading in a cryo bolt only gives you 2, so it's more effective. It's more efficient, I should say, to use cryo bolts than cash them in, unless you have cryo bolts to spare, of course. I don't remember if there's a second enemy. I don't believe so, depending on if you killed everyone in the last area, but you still know where that other explosive is. We're just going to be very careful here. Really don't want to do this part again, quite frankly. It's kind of slow moving. I didn't even use that shotgun round. I forgot I essentially had it available to me. I'm gonna be very careful when opening these. just because. All right, there's no enemy in front of me, so I'm gonna watch my right flank. All right. So we're good to go. This area is clear. We already took out those urns. We already got the gels, and we should be good to get trapped in the next area. And this is why we saved our sniper ammo, because there are 3 enemies here. Best to either just take out with sniper ammo or even harpoon bolts. Otherwise, they're just a pain. There we go. I believe this is a checkpoint here. Alright, so there are 3 enemies here you want to be aware of. Well, I'm gonna save it here really quick. Save the video.